The town of Farmington. Respecting history, planning the future.
I'd like to call the June 14th, 2016 Town Council meeting to order and ask Gary to lead us in the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And tonight we have on the agenda a proclamation, but we're going to have that in September. He wasn't able to come tonight, so we'll just postpone that. And public hearing, there are none. New items. Public comment. At this time, I'd ask for any public comment. Hearing none, we'll move on. Reading of the minutes, April 11th.
I move to accept the minutes of the April 11th, 2016 Special Town Council meeting.
Second.
Any corrections or changes? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
I move to accept the minutes of the May 10th, 2016 regular Town Council meeting.
Second.
Any changes or corrections? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? No communication? Oh, Kathy?
I just had a
Oh.
few. I put on your spots. Just to let you know that the reconstruction of South Main Street at New Britain Avenue and Railroad Avenue, they're having a public hearing with the state DOT on June 20th at 7 p.m. at the Farmington Community and Senior Center. So I just wanted to let you know that's our Main Street, New Britain Avenue road job. So they're having a public hearing, again, June 20th, 7 p.m. So this went out to numerous people, but I just wanted the council to know about that. And the other communication I wanted to put down, and I will have more information at the next meeting, but it does look like the MDC, there's going to be, I think, a large rate increase for our MDC water customers, which we have a very small percentage in Farmington. Michael is I put a correspondence, he is our non-voting member liaison, so him and I have been in communication, and we just received a letter from MDC explaining it. I haven't had a chance to go through it yet, and we'll be responding back, and I'll have it at the next council meeting, but it does look like the MDC is some capital expenditures, and again, if you remember how it works with the MDC, non-voting members, our town, we're only a very small portion, and they split it just between the members, that small portion, and so they wind up getting significant rate increases sometimes. And so we're going to try to see what we can do to help them out. So I just wanted to let you know about that.
Thank you.
I'm assuming that the rate increases for all customers, not just Farmington customers.
It's not all MDC customers, it's only the customers that are affected by the capital improvements that they're doing.
Okay.
And so they've been doing some capital improvements near Yukon Health Center and in that area. And so we just got informed that it's going to be between, I think it's 800 families. They're going to split the cost of that. And but again, I don't have a lot of details yet. I'm going to research it and respond. But Michael has been a very good non-voting liaison member for us to keep us up to speed about what's going on there.
Okay.
So that's good.
Thank you. Okay, report of committees. Yukon, no report. Land acquisition.
Nothing to report.
Green efforts.
So the Green Efforts Committee completed its compost sale. As you recall, we arranged for discounted compost bins to be available for residents. And earlier this month, we distributed nearly 80 compost bins, as well as numerous other items connected to composting. So that project is now done.
Great. Thank you. Joint Town of Farmington, City of Hartford.
Nothing to report on.
Bike Advisory Committee.
So one of the things that you may have noticed is the increase in the number of signs related to bicycles in town. Specifically, one of the things that's been done now is that most of the entryways into the town that are on town roads have signs now proclaiming the fact that Farmington has been accepted as a bicycle-friendly town, and it informs people from the other towns that this has happened. So that's something we've been working on for a while, and it's now completed. We will be working with the traffic committee throughout the summer to begin signing more roads that we feel are good for bicyclists to be on, to try to steer the bicyclists to the safest roads possible.
Great. Thank you. Gateway Committee.
Last week, Kathy signed with the BL companies to do the Phase 2 and do the market study and traffic analysis for the property. And then sometime potentially between the 21st and 30th, we're going to have a kickoff meeting and walk the property with BL companies. So if anyone's interested, please keep an eye on the website for the upcoming meeting date on the walkthrough of the property.
Peter, it's June 30th from 11 to 12.
Oh, it's official now? Okay, so June 30th it is. And that will be between 12 and 1 p.m.
11 and 12.
Wait, what?
No.
I thought
got
it, kickoff is, oh, you're right, 12 and 1, June 30th at the Parsons lot.
Yep,
So does that mean just meet there at?
yes.
Where you, okay.
Yep, yep.
And Peter, I forgot to mention it during my correspondence, but we
Yep.
talked about it, just to let everyone else know that Preservation Now there's going to be a presentation for plans for One Waterville Road by the consultant and his team, and that's Thursday, June 16th at 6:30 p.m. at the Stanley Whitman House, and that's at the intersection where the old architecture business is, and that's, at one time, they were talking about putting a bank in there. This is this is the developer, and he's ready to go to TPZ, so he's shopping his plans out. And so Preservation Now is hosting him to come to the Stanley Whitman House on June 16th at 6:30 p.m., and he's going to show the plans that he's going to be bringing to
Thursday.
Thursday.
Well, that's this week.
Yeah, Thursday,
Thursday at what time?
6:30 p.m.
Okay.
And that's for the
It's
house where the bank is going to be?
It's One
The
Waterville
developer's coming
Road,
to-
yeah, yep,
yeah.
he's coming, he's going to show the whole presentation, and he'll be going to the TPZ over
After
the
that.
summer, yeah.
Okay.
So Preservation Now is hosting a workshop, not a workshop, but just to show the plans.
That's the Gamble Architectural.
Okay.
It says 6:30 PM.
Yeah.
One
Thank
across
you,
from the
Peter.
country,
I was
Yeah,
thinking
right across from
something.
the country.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Different
right
thing.
down to date.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. that's all
see,
the
I
time,
was
yeah.
thinking, you were with me, John. I was up on the hill.
There's so much.
I was, yeah. Okay, too many banks. Okay,
So
good.
that's going on too, in the area.
Okay, thank you. Webpage.
Nothing really to report, just still continue to receive really positive feedback. I have yet to receive any negative feedback, which is a great thing. So I think people are using the website and really enjoying it, navigating easily. And we'll pick it, I think, probably back up in the fall. We'll leave with a couple of the outstanding items that we had talked about earlier in the year.
Great. I just want to say, too, I was at a function the other day that had nothing to do with town people, town officials or anything, and people were just really complimentary about how easy it was for them to use the website and how pleased they were that they could just go and get a lot of information and really search around in it. So just hearing all great stuff, so great.
Good.
Farmington High School renovation committee.
Okay, just to review, the committee had sent out a request for proposals for architectural firms to submit schematic designs on how they would address the challenges of the high school, both in space and in learning. And so they got those back, and the voting members of the committee scored them individually based on a score sheet that they had voted on. And the score sheets were reviewed at our last meeting, and 4 firms clearly rose to the top based on the members' individual scores. And so the committee will be interviewing those 4 firms beginning tomorrow at the high school, and they're taking them in 2s. So on June 15th, which is tomorrow, starting at 4:30, they are interviewing Tai Soon Kim Partners first, followed by JCJ Architecture. And then the following week, on June 22nd, starting at 3:30, they'll be interviewing Castle Booz Associates, followed by Quisenberry. So those are the 4 firms that they'll be interviewing, and they'll go from there.
Great. Thank you. Okay, report of the council chair and liaisons. Chair report. First of all, for anyone who didn't, we have a sign-up sheet for the Mormon Temple and for a visit in September. So you can talk to Kathy afterward about that, okay? And we're talking about having a joint meeting with the Board of Ed, with TPC, any other groups in town. And it looks like it won't be happening in the summer, so I'm not going to be bothering any of you about trying to set that up. We're thinking about in the fall, probably hopefully maybe before our meeting, of just having an hour where we have somebody come in to talk about FOI and talk about executive session and any other kinds of process or about the town. And we'll invite the other bodies too. So just to kind of keep a heads up, but it won't be during the summer. We have, you've gotten all the letters, and we made sure everybody got the letters that we got from Mr. King about the concerns, and so you have that in your packets. Also, I went to the CROG annual meeting the other day, and had some discussion about actually the Daddison Park Road area, and we're going to be reaching out to the city of Hartford to hopefully get that going again. So that's very positive. And I think that's it. Board of Ed.
All I have to report is 8th grade promotion is this
Oh.
Friday evening at IAR, and graduation and the last day of school is Monday at FHS. And they'll be meeting, the Board of Ed will meet, well, I presume they're not meeting next Monday, so.
Right. Tuesday, I
Must
think,
be
because
next
they changed
Tuesday.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
And if any of you did not get an invitation, we're all invited to the graduations and the promotions, so just let them know if you're going. Thank you. UVIA.
UVA is currently holding festival meetings for the Unionville Festival, which has been set for Sunday, September 25th. But in the more immediate future, we have the summer movie series coming up, and these are the Friday nights at dusk behind Union School, and it's free admission, free popcorn, a really good family time. And so I just have the dates of the summer movies. We've got July 15th, and we know what movies they are this time. July 15th is Kung Fu Panda 3. July 29th is The Princess Bride. And August 12th is the Peanuts movie.
Okay, great, thank you. TPC.
TPZ, just a few things that TPZ has approved in the last couple of weeks. Down at FSA Farmington Soccer Arena, they approved a new turf practice field for them down there. The second one, probably of significance, will be Metro Realty will begin building their new one of their new office buildings on Birdseye Road. And also Metro Realty had an application last night for another building more up on Farmington Avenue that will be built probably, I don't know how long, but that's coming coming in the near future. And those are probably the biggest things going on. Oh, and one other thing, Winding Trails was granted an approval for the new boathouse down there. So some nice things happening in town in the next coming year or so.
Great. Thank you. WPCA.
WPCA met last week, and it's just good news in that the water, the pollution, the facilities upgrade project, I quoted this, I wrote this down. They said, going fine, no problems at all, which I almost hesitate to say, but they're short. So things are going really well.
Great. Thanks. EDC.
Economic Development, Rose Ponte is very excited about the open house at Mormon Temple. They're also planning another breakfast meeting, open to the public, and we're setting a date for that.
Okay, thank you. Human Relations.
Nothing to report.
Chamber.
Nothing to report.
Any other reports? Okay, report of the town manager, Kathy.
I just have two items tonight, just to let you know, that the Farmington Historical Society is planning a Revolutionary War encampment to celebrate the 240th anniversary of the Second Continental Light Dragoons Sheldon's horse being commissioned by the General George Washington. So they're very excited about this, and it will take place at the Farmington Polo Grounds on July 16th and 17th, and they're looking for some in-kind services from the town, and that would be a maximum of 2 police officers. We're not sure if we will need 2, but we've just to be safe, and some fire watch. And they're very excited about this event. It looks like it's going to be really kind of cool down at the Polo Grounds, and they've been working hard. So if I could get some consensus from the council, that would be great on that.
Is that good with everybody?
Yes.
Do we have any police officers who can ride horses?
I don't know.
Maybe we could have them on horses
Then,
down
no,
there.
then, no.
That would be cool.
Because then the next thing we'll have in our budget is a horse.
They can use the motorcycle.
Oh, from Brazuto, yes, yes.
The Iron Horse.
Just to give you a state budget update of what I know as of today. So as you know, that the governor exercised his line item veto authority by cutting $20 million from municipal aid. The reduction was to the Municipal Opportunities and Regional Efficiencies, the Moore Commission. This program was supposed to realize savings for regionalization of services. In other words, there's not a specific grant program tied to the $20 million reduction at this time. So this is in next year's budget. It has not been announced what that reduction is going to be. Last September, the governor made an identical cut reduction and eventually cut the town's pilot program, and that's in this year's budget, and we had a reduction of $170,883. As I said in the report, it's unknown which grant program will actually be reduced in fiscal year 16-17. We anticipate that we may not know the actual reduction until September of 16, when the pilot state property grant is paid. We are obviously concerned about the extent of any reduction in next year's budget state grants, but please keep in mind that we do still have some buffer room in our budget. But obviously we're concerned about the late cut. So we'll continue to monitor the situation as it goes, and we'll keep you up to date. For the current year, we've been waiting for a large grant payment from the state, which is normally paid in February. The grant totals $545,000 for Farmington, and we are awaiting the State Bond Commission approval before it was paid out. The State Bond Commission met on May 27th and approved the funding. Indications from the state are that we will be getting the money before June 30th, 2016. We have not received it yet, but indications are that we will. We anticipate, Joe and I are going to put together, we're closing out our books obviously on June 30th, but it takes a little bit of time before we have a true closeout of the books. At that time, I'll be able to go through, Joe and I will be able to go through the revenues, what we thought we were getting, what we're getting, and how we closed out the year. So our revenues this year are not in good shape at all. Like I said at the here, $170,883 we did not get right off the bat. But our expenditures have done very well this year. So I think overall we're going to be fine. But again, we'll have a detail of that probably more likely in August, not in the July meeting. Our books won't be closed out by then fully. So that's where we are.
Thank you.
I move
Any
to-
questions?
Sorry.
Any questions for Kathy? Okay.
I move to accept the report of the town manager.
Second.
Any other questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay. Appointments.
Okay, I have agenda item L1. I move that Philip Markuska be appointed to the Plainville Area Cable TV Advisory Council for the balance of a 2-year term, beginning immediately and ending June 30th, 2018.
Second.
Any questions?
How do you spell Markuska?
Markuska.
Okay.
All those in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Abstentions? Okay.
I have L6. I move that Philip Markuska, same person, be appointed to the Conservation and Inland Wetlands Commission as an alternate for the balance of a 4-year term, beginning immediately and ending September 30th, 2017.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
I have L9. I move that Christine Mergenthaler be appointed to the Human Relations Commission for a 2-year term, beginning immediately and ending June 30th, 2018.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
This is my last one, L11. I move that Yolanta Slawinski be appointed to the Human Relations Commission for a 2-year term, beginning immediately and ending June 30th, 2018.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Can I just,
Yes.
for L1, we're going to extend that to June 30th, 2018.
18,
Yes.
right.
Okay.
Okay, any appointment? John?
Yes, L7,
Okay.
to move that Ruth Groby be appointed to the Human Relations Commission for a 2-year term, beginning immediately, ending on June 30th, 2018.
Second. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
L10, that Zalman Nakimovsky be appointed to the Human Relations Commission for a 2-year term, beginning immediately and ending June 30th, 2018.
Second. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
And L12, that Patricia Bagdigian Botero be appointed to the Plainville Area Cable TV Advisory Council for a 2-year term, beginning immediately and ending June 30th, 2018.
Second. Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay, thank you. Old business none, new business.
All right, I move to set a public hearing on July 12th, 2016 at 7:05 PM in the Town Hall Council Chambers to amend the Code of the Town of Farmington, Chapter 156 Sewers, to include Section 6 Sewer Use Charge System.
Second.
This is an amendment to our Chapter 156, and it's really codifying how the Water Pollution Control Authority establishes and set rates for the purpose of providing funds for the operation, maintenance, and replacement expenses associated with the treatment facilities. We do that. We do everything that's in this ordinance now. It's just not in writing. And again, with our Clean Water Fund and our project, they are requiring us to do some different things, and so this is what needs to be required. The only thing that is different is that when we have a public hearing, we go through everything, what is stated, but now this, at the end of it, after the rates are set, you have to have another notice that says what the rate is. So that's a new thing that we haven't done before, and that's included in this, and that's a requirement that the DEEP wants us to do. So we'll have a public hearing on it at the next meeting, but we'll go into it a little more detail.
Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay.
Okay, I move to approve the following town council meeting schedule for 2017, and to set the date of the annual town meeting.
Second.
This is set, what you see is what's set by charter. And Kathy and I have had a discussion about the fact that it is early, but it is set by our charter, and it does not involve the vacations. So we feel that if we're going to set this the way it is, if there's any problem with anything, we'll just let you know at some point. But it's a week off from what we had before. But again, it's set by charter, so we're going to move forward with it. Are there any questions or comments? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay.
I move to approve the following 2017 town council budget special meetings.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay.
All right, I move to authorize the Board of Education or a subcommittee appointed by the board to serve as the building committee for the Farmington High School roof replacement project, and to authorize the Board of Education to apply to the Commissioner of Education and to accept or reject a grant for the roof replacement project at Farmington High School, and to authorize the preparation of schematic drawings and outline specifications for the roof replacement project at Farmington High School.
Second.
You may have remembered, we did the first part of this motion last month at May 10th. except that it was incomplete. We did not realize that we had to add items 1 and 2 to it, so we're just, order satisfy the State Board of Education. We are doing it again, including 1 and 2.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay.
I move to approve the following property tax refunds as shown on agenda item number N5.
Second.
Any questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay.
Executive session, is that where?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I move to adjourn to executive session to discuss matters concerning the sale or acquisition of real property, and that attendance in the executive session shall be limited to members of the town council and the town manager at 7:31 PM.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay.